Sure. Again, just goes back to decision-making, accuracy, the fundamentals of mechanics, if the guy's sound. Big one, again, is leadership. Was he a 3-year captain? Why wasn't he a captain? So all that really plays together. The big piece for me is the leadership, the toughness, the accuracy, and the decision-making.
What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about the Patriots. I want to talk about today's press conference. I know a lot of us was excited to hear a lot of the new coaching staff. It was good to hear Jeremy Springer talk, Gerard Mayo. It was good to hear a lot of his insight on what he expects from the Patriots, and he let his coaching staff did a lot of talking. And a guy that made a lot of headlines was Alex Van Pelt. This was a guy that has a big role as far as the Patriots moving forward. We understand that, this is a clean house and a lot of pieces are still trying to fall together. But Gerard Mayo, he just seems like, he's super excited about the opportunity to pick his coaches. And I think that was one thing that I pulled from this, this press conference was, he wanted to, allow his coaching staff to explain what is the expectations for the Patriots in this coming offseason and what's the expectations moving forward. But today, it just seems like this is a day where a lot of us can kind of get, some information and what to expect. The draft is right around the corner. I know a lot of us is still expecting, a certain direction of what the Patriots want to do in the draft. But it just seems like Alex, this guy, he's pretty much, stated on many occasions about how he wants to implement a lot in this offense. He talked about schemes. He talked a lot about his experience. He's played call in the past. He likes to run the West Coast offense. He did some play calling when he was with Green Bay, a little bit when he was in Cleveland. And again, this guy just seems like a very smart, articulate, good offensive-minded coach. And I'm just excited to see what kind of offense he wants to run. Now, speaking of quarterbacks, guys, he's made a little headline, saying right now everything's on the table. There was some questions regarding Mac Jones. A lot of us is still wondering what's going to happen with Mac Jones. He's pretty much on his last end of the deal. This is his last, pretty much end of his contract. And, what's going to happen with Mac Jones? Are we going to keep him? Looking at the Patriots depth chart, with Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones, there's, Nathan Rux. That's a quarterback that not a lot of us is looking at, but it just seems like, Alex is going to have a lot to, think about as far as this whole operating system. I think this whole offense is going to have to, revamp itself. And, he was asked, what kind of offense he wants to run. But it all just seems like it's all about the draft, guys. It's all about when we get the final roster and we get the final pieces. That's when we can really, determine what kind of playing style do we want. But it looks like, there's been reports saying that, Alex, he's spoken to Mac Jones. They've communicated. There's a lot of, speculation that possibly Mac Jones could come back for his final year. That's just something that's on the table. But it just seems like, here's just a quote I want to read you guys from Alex and what he said early in this press conference. He says, "We are still working through that process. When that time comes, I'm sure it'll be a collective effort and I'll make the right decisions," he added, noting that he's met with Mac Jones since he became the new offensive coordinator. And looking at Mac Jones, it just seems like a lot of people in New England, we feel the way we feel about him. We know last year he pretty much, had a off year. It just seems like he's never bounced back from his rookie year in 2021. He was a guy that was, pretty much, things looked pretty good for Mac Jones his first year. And then just looking at Bill O'Brien and, Patricia, it just seems like a lot of things went downhill for Mac Jones. And just looking at what he did last year, he's only thrown for 2,120 yards. He had 10 touchdowns and 12 interceptions in his 11 starts in New England and eventually getting benched by Bailey Zappi. So, Alex, it looks like he has a lot to, think about, but it looks like he's on a clean slate. He's mentioned that this is all about, reorganizing, regrouping with the guys, knowing personnel. He talked a lot about how to deal with players and what he's looking at in a quarterback. He talked about leadership. He talked about being an accurate, passer. He brought up a lot of good things about what he wants out of a quarterback. And the biggest question is, what is New England going to do with the third pick? Is it Jaden Daniels? Is the Patriots going to trade for Justin Fields? There's so many avenues on what can happen. And who knows? Can Alex actually fix Mac Jones? Is that a possibility, guys? Can Alex fix Mac Jones? We do know that Mac Jones, as poorly as he played last year and just within the past 2 seasons, we can say that Bill Belichick did not do enough to really surround him with offensive weapons. He did not have a good offensive line last year. And, things just wasn't easy for Mac Jones. So, this is a new situation where let's see how training camp will go if we decide to keep Mac Jones. And let's see how much of a better offensive player he can be under a new offensive coordinator. So with that being said, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but it's been some interesting things that was said in this press conference, and I hope you guys get a chance to watch it fully. I'll drop a link for you guys, and I want to hear you guys' opinion. How do you guys feel about Mac Jones possibly coming back? Do you think he can fit in this new playing style of what Alex, has in store for this New England offense? Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.